Hey, what's going on everybody? It's etaprime back here again. Today we're going to be checking out Spider-Man 2 on the Steam Deck, and I'll show you the settings that I've personally been using with this. Keep in mind, at the time of making this video, it actually just dropped on Steam, and it's not Steam Deck verified, but there are some settings that we can change here which make it run really well, actually. It's a very playable experience on the Steam Deck. And by the way, I've got the Steam Deck OLED. We should see about the same kind of performance on the LCD Steam Deck also. This does have faster RAM, so that could help out with the settings we're using. But in this video, I just kind of wanted to give everybody an idea about how well it does perform on the deck, just in case this was the only device you were thinking about picking the game up for. This will kind of help you decide. And, you know, when it comes to a game like this that's not Steam Deck verified right at release, I usually wait about a week or until it's Steam Deck verified to pick it up, but I've been really excited about the release of Spider-Man 2 on PC, even though I played through it on the PS5, and luckily, we can get some decent performance. There's definitely a few things that we want to do here. First and foremost, from the settings, we want to go to the low preset. We can keep it right there. Then we need to add a little bit of scaling. You can use FSR if you want, but I use IGTI set to balanced and FSR 3.1 frame generation. But one of the most important things we need to do here while using frame generation with Spider-Man 2 is set our frame limiter and a manual GPU clock. So for this, is set a frame limiter to 45 FPS and a manual GPU clock. I've set mine to 1600 megahertz, and since we're using frame gen, this is really going to help out. I've also tested at 12 to 13, seems to work pretty decently, but just to keep it up there at that 45 FPS mark, I'm at 1600 megahertz on the GPU. And that's all I've done with this game. And so far, it's been a pretty good experience. Now, through the kind of tutorial of the game, I set it to 60 FPS, just trying to get up there as high as we could. Unfortunately, when there's a lot of stuff going on, bunch of characters on screen, it will drop down if you've got it set up that high, even with the manual GPU clock and frame gen. And I'll give you an idea of that real quick. Now, it's definitely not horrible given the APU that the Steam Deck's using. You could probably set this up at very low settings, and by that I mean go into low and turn in a few extra things down, 50 FPS, and run it pretty steadily at 50. But I find that 45 FPS low with the manual GPU clock and frame gen just works out really well for the setup we have here. Moving back over to the settings I'm using, even in battle, does a really good job. I do notice that every once in a while we get a couple frame dips here and there, but that's kind of a given. Still pretty early, the game just launched today at the time of making this video. I do think that this will go Steam Deck verified and will probably have a preset of 40 to 45 FPS, somewhere around what we're doing here. And to tell you the truth, if you don't mind running this at 30 FPS, there's a chance you could go ahead and turn frame gen off if you're not into it. But with a lower end APU like this, I mean, I'm really glad that we have frame gen on a lot of these games just to kind of keep us up over that mark. So the question is Spider-Man 2 worth buying specifically for the Steam Deck? Now, if you've got another system that you can run this on at high settings and everything like that, I would definitely pick it up. That way you could kind of share. But if you're looking to pick this up just for the Steam Deck itself, I would wait a few days, maybe a week or so, and just see what happens with Steam Deck verification. Once it's Steam Deck verified, yeah, I could definitely recommend picking this up for the Steam Deck. But right now, since it's not verified, I mean, we could definitely run into some issues halfway through the game, even with these settings here, so keep that in mind. But I'm going to leave you with a couple more minutes of gameplay. Really appreciate you watching. I just wanted to make this quick video, show you how it works on the Steam Deck. And yeah, it's actually not that bad. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments below. And like always, thanks for watching.
Some things never change. There's an open photo call at the New York Bulletin. I just sent a shot in yesterday. It's not much money, but it's money.
That's Robbie Robertson's paper. We used to work together at the Bugle. I think I know just what he'd like. Thanks, Miles.
No problem. I might send him a few more shots, too, if I have time.
Robbie always said, don't show me the city. Show me New York.